Let's go to London now and Westpac's James Shugg. Well, James, what an extraordinary development. I presume neither Nicolas Sarkozy nor Angela Merkel could have predicted this.
No, and they're furious. Believe me, they've made that very clear already. I think I said last week that we'd be back here before too long talking about the next deal that will need to be arranged. But even I didn't think it would only take 4 days. This has the potential to throw the whole deal out the window.
Yeah, this is a deal breaker, surely.
Oh, it is. Everything's gone, because if the referendum is rejected, which it looks like it will be, that basically means that Greece will probably default. And a default will be hugely more expensive for the banks in Europe, which will mean the bank recapitalisation plan that was agreed last week. That was the one thing they actually managed to put together pretty well. That'll have to be expanded substantially, because you'll be looking at a much more than a 50% haircut if Greece were to default. So it's just put the whole European story right back in focus, and the focus on Italy is intensifying too. Italian bond yields, 10-year bond yields, are now 6.25%. They've risen 0.25% in the last couple of days. The risk is that Italy is going to get drawn into this very soon as well. So markets are very, very nervous, I can tell you.
I see the finance minister yesterday Greek finance minister was checked into hospital with stomach pains. I'm not surprised, but what can actually be done? Possibly. What is the market talking about in terms of solutions now?
Well, that's the uncertainty. I think what will happen is they'll try to get Papandreou to back down on the referendum issue. That would be the easiest solution. But remember, it was never a solution anyway last week. Last week was just about kicking the can a little bit further down the road. The details still had to be worked out anyway. I suspect we're heading towards a much more costly event, credit event, for the banks in Europe and for the governments in Europe. It's going to be a very messy couple of weeks leading up to the end of November, I'm afraid.
But you don't see this event as causing a tipping point now and the market's taking a massive dive?
Not a massive dive, but I think there'll be frantic attempts to work out some sort of temporary solution, and markets will give leaders a little bit of time to pull something together. But certainly I think this has really put the cat amongst the pigeons, to use that phrase. I mean, as you can tell just from the way I'm talking to you, I really not sure how it's going to proceed from here. It's back to square one if this referendum goes ahead, because today it's going to be passed.
Square one, as you say. James Shugg, thank you for that update.
Thanks, Nikki.